Chelsea is not showing any signs of giving up on the football player Moises Caicedo after the third bid has been rejected by the club Brighton and Hove, and it will be noted that this third bid has been worth £80 million. Is definitely crazy. The club Brighton and Hove are saying they definitely need £100 million for the football player Moises Caicedo, and the club Chelsea is preparing yet another bid that is anticipated to be in a region of £90 million. What's going on? Definitely this is the summer transfer, and summer transfers are really exciting and very interesting, with the club Chelsea really being linked to a big number of football players, but the main football players that Chelsea is looking at this moment in time is two, and one of them being Moises Caicedo from Brighton and Hove, yet the other being the Ajax Amsterdam superstar from the Netherlands and in the Eredivisie section, and that's Mohamed KUDUS. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Chelsea chapter, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as this sports and as long as it is Chelsea related, right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your very host Abu KALS. So I'm definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest trade as it comes in. It will be remembered that right about here we talk about transfers, we talk about who's going where, who's remaining at the club, who is the club definitely going to sell. But at this moment, our center of focus is mainly on two football players. We're definitely talking about two wonderful football players. One of them is Moises Caicedo, the Ecuadorian professional football player who plays as a defensive midfielder for Brighton and Hove, but also plays for the Ecuador national team. And yes, the other is the Netherlands superstar who plays for the Ghana national team, but also plays for the Eredivisie side in Ajax Amsterdam, and he plays for Ajax in the Netherlands. So let's really talk about what's definitely happening, and let's start with the latest information that has just happened, and the club Chelsea saying no way, we are getting into yet another bid. Is quite very interesting, and it will be noted that the club Chelsea has had a few bids for the football player Moises Caicedo. We be remembered that this bid that has been rejected, is the third bid. The first bid was worth £60 million, and this was rejected with immediate effect. Same hour, same day, same minute it reached Brighton and Hove. It was rejected, it was not revised, it was not looked into, and Chelsea said, we're definitely not giving up. And what Brighton and Hove really said, they said they needed £100 million, and we thought, oh, that's quite a lot of money. It will end up in something like £65 million. And down the road, the club Chelsea goes on and definitely says, we need the football player, the Brighton and Hove superstar Moises Caicedo, the best defensive midfielder in the world. We definitely need him. And Chelsea goes on and puts in another bid that is worth £70 million. And what happens with this £70 million bid? It's also grounded, it's rejected same day, same minute, same second. It reaches the club Brighton and Hove, is rejected, and Brighton and Hove sends a message to the club Chelsea and says, we need £100 million. No £100 million, no Moises Caicedo. And guess what's happened today? Same story. Chelsea sends over a bid that is worth £80 million. I mean, football is becoming crazy. Loads and loads of money. £80 million for Moises Caicedo, and the club Chelsea submits the bid. Brighton and Hove responds same day, same hour, same minute, same second. It reaches Brighton and Hove. Brighton and Hove say, we need £100 million. We're not even looking at what you've got to offer. It's not being revised because it's been submitted today. The fact that the figure was saying 80 million pound. It was bounced back, no looking into it. So we possibly thought Chelsea is going to be giving up. We thought Chelsea is going to be giving up on the football player and possibly can look somewhere else because that's quite a lot of money. But what's interesting is the club Chelsea is not giving up and not showing any signs of giving up. From different sources, we're getting that Chelsea is preparing a bid that is in a region of 90, actually, to be specific, a region of 85 to 95 million pound. In Chelsea saying we are definitely not going to be matching the 100 million pound that you need, but something in between there is what we are going to be putting up. So Chelsea's preparing the fourth bid, and I'm here wondering, and I'm like, why is Chelsea really going on for the fourth bid? It should be let Chelsea pay the money. It's just a waste of time. If Brighton and Hove is really saying that they need 100 million, Chelsea has the money. Let them give them the 100 million. But it sounds like easy, but just 1 million pound is loads and loads of money. So for some reason, I can't understand why. The club Chelsea is really trying to bargain, putting to terms, trying to talk through the football club Brighton and Hove so that they can definitely get things right with the club Brighton and Hove. So Mauricio Pochettino is very focused on getting the football player because he thinks that one of the big reasons as to why the club Chelsea performed very poorly the last season is because Chelsea really lacked a very good defensive midfielder. And so looking at it that way, Chelsea lacking a good defensive midfielder could have been one of the biggest problems really that happened, that caused Chelsea to perform the way it did. And according to Mauricio Pochettino, that's it. So putting in a 100 million pound, it should be okay with FFP rules, because Chelsea has already sold big football players at big money to the Saudi Pro League. So Chelsea can spend more money. 100 million pounds should be okay, but Chelsea is still trying to negotiate, and it is reportedly said that the club Chelsea really is looking at Chelsea's looking at submitting another bid, fourth bid, no giving up until the last minute. That's something I like about Todd Bowley. He does not give up when he wants a football player. Maybe if he does not want the football player when he is not very interested, but when he's interested, he gives everything that there is to get the football player. So I definitely think everything will keep on moving on quite well for the club Chelsea, and Chelsea definitely will get the football player, the Brighton and Hove football player Moises Caicedo, on the fourth bid that will be presented, as Chelsea is already, no time to waste, already preparing the fourth bid after 3 bids being rejected. Another bid that was rejected today that was worth 80 million pound. Chelsea preparing the fourth bid. It's crazy, it's funny. Anyway, it's not funny. The club needs the player. So talking a little bit about yet another football player, Mohamed Kudus, who's a Ghanaian professional football player, who's also been linked to the club Chelsea. I will be put to note that the football player is most likely going to end up at the club Chelsea, as Chelsea is in its final stages of accomplishing this deal. It's a deal that is almost done, because Chelsea has already gone on and sent for paperwork, agreed to the deal. Everything is going on quite well, and Chelsea has already beaten Arsenal on signing the football player, because what Arsenal is offering for the football player Mohamed Kudus is not enough for Ajax Amsterdam. And by the look of things and by what we've gathered and what we know, is that the club Chelsea really has given in a reasonable amount of money to sign the football player, and the club Ajax Amsterdam is happy with whatever was dealt with, and we are most likely going to be seeing the football player joining the club Chelsea any minute from now. Otherwise, thank you for being part of the Chelsea chapter, and please subscribe. and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as it's sports and as long as it is Chelsea related, right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your very host, Abu KALS. Thank you and goodbye for now.